Los Angeles Lakers superstar LeBron James will miss the start of the 2025-26 season because of sciatica on his right side. The four-time MVP has been dealing with sciatica since late July, according to Shams Charania of ESPN. James, 40, is missing opening night for the first time in his legendary career. It's unknown when James will make his 2025-26 season debut, but one NBA executive told Lakers Daily that he wouldn't be surprised if the future Hall of Famer is out until December. Sciatica is really painful, the NBA executive said. And LeBron's body isn't healing quickly anymore like it used to. I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't play in October or November. The Lakers have to be careful with this injury, and I think they will be very cautious. The Lakers begin the 2025-26 season on October 21st against the Golden State Warriors. They have 6 games in October and 13 games in November. James turns 41 in December. He's the oldest active player in the NBA and has been in the league since 2003. The Lakers will rely on Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, and DeAndre Ayton to handle the scoring load while James is out. James averaged 24.4 points, 7.8 rebounds, 8.2 assists, 1.0 steal, and 0.6 blocks per game last season. The four-time Finals MVP finished 6th in MVP voting and made the All-NBA second team. James is in the final year of his contract with the Lakers. The leading scorer in NBA history becomes an unrestricted free agent next offseason for the first time since 2018. A top 75 player of all time, James led LAL to the 2020 championship against the Miami Heat at the Walt Disney World bubble. He's still one of the best players in the league, but for the first time in his career, James is not the most important player on his team. That title now belongs to Doncic, who is only 26 years old. The Sacramento Kings finally signed Russell Westbrook to a deal before the season, but there is still discussion about why the former MVP went so long without a roster spot. Westbrook's value has taken a hit in recent years after his controversial stint with the Los Angeles Lakers damaged his reputation. Patrick Beverley, once a rival of Westbrook, is now speaking positively about him. On the Pat Bev pod, Beverley said that Westbrook taking a smaller role on the Lakers and trying to be a team player for the betterment of the franchise ended up hurting his career more than anything else. Russ got a bad take because of that Lakers team, Beverley said. That's the truth, bro. Ever since Russ left the Lakers, bro, he's been on a minimum. We've never seen this ever. We've never seen a player who's been the MVP, who's impacted the game, who they call him names and tell him that he can't shoot. Westbrook struggles to fit alongside fellow stars LeBron James and Anthony Davis caused the Lakers' experiment to fail badly. The team fell from a top title contender to a play-in squad during Westbrook's tenure before he left and continued taking secondary roles elsewhere. Russell Westbrook pigeonholed as sixth man. Westbrook's reputation was still strong before the Lakers' trade changed everything. He averaged a triple-double of 22.2 points, 11.7 assists, and 11.5 rebounds during his season with the Washington Wizards before the trade. LeBron reportedly wanted another big name on the roster and pushed for the infamous Westbrook trade. Beverley continued to criticize the Lakers, saying they caused Westbrook to be viewed as a bench player across the league. He's been a sixth man ever since he's left the Lakers. He's a starting point guard in the NBA. He's arguably one of the top 3 point guards to ever play the game. If you talk to anyone around the league, Russell is the best teammate I ever have. Westbrook has long been known as a hard worker who leaves everything on the floor. His playing style has always been polarizing, but Beverley is right about one thing. Westbrook's Lakers tenure changed how he's perceived from a star point guard to a sixth man struggling to find his place. Sacramento may start Russell Westbrook. Westbrook will get a fresh start with the Kings after Sacramento finally signed him following months of off-season rumors. The Kings feature a unique roster with Domantas Sabonis, Keegan Murray, DeMar DeRozan, and Zach LaVine clearly projected to start if all are healthy. The point guard spot remains the only open position as one that Westbrook could easily claim. Dennis Schroeder, Malik Monk, and Westbrook will all have strong cases to start in that role. Monk has thrived in the Kings' offense for years, while Schroeder has impressed as a spark off the bench for several recent teams. If Westbrook performs well, he could take advantage of this dynamic and secure the starting job. The Kings lost De'Aaron Fox last season, creating a major void and lowering the team's ceiling. Sacramento isn't expected to contend for a title, but the roster is talented enough to compete for a late play-in spot. Westbrook now has the opportunity to restore his reputation and validate Beverly's defense of him by helping the Kings win. Though nearly out of the NBA for a decade, Paul Pierce has kept his rivalry with LeBron James alive. While the two battled with Pierce on the Boston Celtics and James on the Cleveland Cavaliers and Miami Heat in the late 2000s and early 2010s, Pierce is still not over his playoff losses to James. That became clear most recently, as during an interview on NFL legend Shannon Sharpe's show, Club Shay Shay, Pierce made a bold claim about James' legacy and the number of titles he won. "If we were the same age, I don't believe LeBron would have had 4 championships. LeBron wouldn't have got those 2 in Miami," Pierce said. "If we're the same age, I can offset him. I was at an older age then, a lot of miles. It was hard for me to keep up with him." Pierce, born in 1977, is 7 years older than James, retiring back in 2017 after a 19-year NBA career. James, set to enter his record-breaking 23rd season, has a total of 4 titles: 2012, 2013, 2016, and 2020, compared to Pierce's one in 2008. Paul Pierce has more thoughts on LeBron James. The rivalry between the two, specifically on Pierce's end, has been a constant for the past few years. While his recent comments have made headlines, it is in no way the first time the Celtics fan favorite has thrown shade at the Los Angeles Lakers star. In a TV appearance earlier this year, Pierce said he thought he was the best pure scorer in NBA history, a slight jab at James, who won the scoring title in 2007 to 2008, with Pierce never taking home the honor. Pierce has also said he believes the Celtics team, with Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen, and Rajon Rondo alongside him, were the reason James took his play to the next level. For the record, in the all-time head-to-head matchups between the two, James holds a 35-34 lead in wins, with a 17-13 lead in playoff wins. All of James' statistical averages are higher than his rivals, and he holds a 3-2 record against Pierce in all-time playoff series matchups. Paul Pierce makes bold claim over Lakers' LeBron James. Pierce's career scoring average is 19.7 points per game, compared to James' 27 points per game. James has made the finals 10 times, compared to Pierce's 2 occasions. The numbers aren't in his favor, but Pierce continues to attract publicity from his criticism of James. Lakers still without the all-time leading scorer. While it is safe to say James has won the now decades-long battle against Pierce, even if the latter is still fighting that battle, the NBA's all-time leading scorer has a lot else on his plate to deal with. Most notable is his timeline for return. It was announced that James was diagnosed with sciatica, which he was reportedly dealing with since midsummer, with him expected to miss the start of the 2025-26 NBA season, and potentially longer. JJ Redick blasts Lakers' effort in Luka Doncic's preseason debut. James himself has yet to comment on a specific date he has targeted for a return, but Lakers head coach JJ Redick said he is just hoping the star gets back on the court soon. "You hope he can be back soon," Redick said. "Those things can be tricky." James' future in general has been in question in recent months, and even while hurt, Dave McMenamin of ESPN believes he will keep his eye open on how that impacts his future. LeBron's gonna be watching while he's out. If they are struggling, that could lead to the next step that we could see at some point this season where McMenamin said on NBA Today, "If they're not winning, maybe he's gonna have to go elsewhere to find that winning combination."